Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is content day. Chapter 17 PTB just went live on PC and I am so excited to jump in and show you guys all the new features. This is an insane chapter. We had almost no information coming into the PTB about who the killer is, who the survivor is, what the perks are. Nothing was leaked. So pretty insane. Let's get right into showing you what the new killer and survivor are. Alright, so first things first, we gotta start with the killer. Here he is, the Blight. Look at his face. He looks like he has pumpkin insides coming out of his mouth in the picture.
You don't taste that? That's in your mouth?
It's actually the putrid serum. You can see it dripping here from his mouth. Pretty fucking cool looking. He actually reminds me a lot of the character model from last year, Slasher, if any of you guys have played that. The way he's hunched and stuff like that, he definitely reminds me of Slasher from last year. But I think overall pretty cool character, almost like a scarecrow jacket. I don't know, he's kind of an interesting combination of characters for me. He has some pretty crazy perks. Let me show them to you guys. They're right here. Dragon's Grip. This is, I think, going to be a very, very good perk. Actually insane. I even want to say it might be overpowered. After kicking a generator for the next 30 seconds, this is at tier 1, it'll go up for tier 3, by the way. The first survivor that interacts with it will scream, revealing their location for 4 seconds and becoming afflicted with the exposed status effect for 60 seconds. It does have a cooldown, which again will go down more than likely at tier 3, but that's pretty insane. So basically, whenever you kick a generator, you not only get to see a scream of them, kind of similar to Infectious Fright, but they get exposed, which means that they're one shot down for an entire minute after that. So you can just imagine how powerful this is going to be in combination with things like Pop Goes the Weasel, in a 3-gen. Imagine a 3-gen on this. Oh my god, like, he pops the gen and then you're fucked for the next minute. You have to either get exposed or not touch the gen for 30 seconds so you don't get exposed. I mean, that seems insanely strong. And this is actually a green perk, by the way. So this is supposed to be the least powerful of all 3 perks, if that tells you anything. And let me tell you, all 3 of these perks are pretty nutty. The second perk, Hex Blood Favor. It is a Hex totem. A Hex that gains entity's favor when blood is spilled when a survivor is hit. Pallets within 16 meters of your location are held in place by the entity for 15 seconds. These pallets cannot be pulled down. It has a cooldown of 60 seconds. Again, pretty nutty perk. So once he hits you, for 15 seconds, you can't put any pallets down. So that has a really good potential to just get a fast down while this is up. Seems pretty crazy. I'd like to see it in action. You're gonna basically have to just know he has this perk and then run away and try and make 16 meters from where you got hit or you're dead. And this last perk just has my mind blown. Hex Undying, a hex which maintains the vile powers that flow throughout the trial. While Hex Undying is active, survivors within X amount of meters of any totem have their aura revealed for 4 seconds. When another Hex totem is cleansed, that Hex transfers to an available dull totem, losing any tokens in the process. What that means is, not only while he has this perk, can he see you next to a totem before you cleanse it, so he has a higher chance to be able to contest it, like basically built-in Thrill of the Hunt, where he can physically see you by the totem. But not only that, but if they do manage to get it, and it's not Hex Undying, it's one of your other totems, for instance, Ruin. Say you run Hex Undying and Ruin, they get the totem, and it was Ruin, but Undying is still up. The Ruin totem now gets transferred to another dull totem, meaning it gets a second life, meaning you have to find potentially every single totem to get rid of these perks. Like all 5 totems. Every time you cleanse one, if Undying is still up, it's gonna go to another one and another one until you're out of totems. So insane. I am so shocked at this perk. I just said this to Dowsy the other day, I think, about how crazy would it be if like it would just transfer it. I think I did actually suggest this perk, but now seeing it in the flesh, This is insane. I can't believe. Let me show you guys his power really quickly. It's a little confusing. His special ability is to rush. You press the power button to quickly rush forward. Doing so consumes a rush token. While performing rush, the Blight cannot launch an attack. Rush into a wall or obstacle in the environment to slam into it. If the rush fails to connect with a wall or obstacle, or if the Blight is out of rush tokens, he will enter a short fatigue state and begin recharging the tokens. Basically, what you do with this killer is you play like ping pong. You cannot M1 in your rush until you've hit something. So you have to hit yourself into a wall or an obstacle, a tree or something before you're able to hit him. It's a very strange perk mechanic. I gotta say, I've been watching a little bit of other people playing it on Twitch, and it's been interesting to watch. I don't know if I'm going to actually like this killer's power that much as my first impression, but we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. But my first impression is definitely, like, it feels a little weird. It feels a little weird. Following a slam, you can do lethal rush. Press the power button to launch a lethal rush. Doing so consumes a rush token. A lethal rush behaves the same as a rush, except that the Blight may launch an attack by pressing the attack button. Until he runs into a wall, he cannot M1. Lethal rush means it will actually do damage, but he has to hit something first. Very interesting abilities from the killer side. Let me show you now the survivor side. So on the survivor side, here is the new survivor. His name is Felix Richer. He's richer than us. Visionary architect able to use his relentless determination to form a plan and help other survivors. Let's check him out. There he is. He looks like a Chad. He's a Chad.
Your tone seems very pointed right now.
He's a well-dressed suit. I actually really like the suit. But this looks like the type of guy that I would normally avoid in real life because he just looks like he would be kind of, you know, full of himself. It also says he was born into riches, like he was well off. So yeah, his last name was literally Richer for a reason. He has 3 perks. Visionary. You're remarkably focused on your means to escape. You see generators' auras within 32 meters. Anytime a generator is completed, Visionary has a cooldown of 20 seconds. So this is a really cool perk. It's actually like a bond for generators. I would have loved this perk when I did comp in Midwich. Let me tell you, gens are very hard to find on that map. I feel like this perk might actually be pretty good, especially on some of the maps where it's really difficult to find, like the indoor maps like Larry's, Midwich, that type of thing. This is going to be a pretty useful perk, actually. I always am just like, fuck, where are the generators? Like, you guys don't understand how much time we waste running around if you can't find a gen. I think this will be a really good perk, especially for newer players in the game or indoor maps. Second perk is Desperate Measures. You refuse to fail even during your darkest hour. For each injured, hooked, or dying survivor, increase the speed of your healing and unhook actions by 10%. I think this goes up to 16%, I want to say, but I'm not sure. Tier 3, pretty interesting perk. It's kind of like old Dying Lights, so I kind of like that. Built to last. You know how to get the most out of your tools. Once per trial, a depleted item will refill 30%. This actually goes up to 50% of its charges after, I think, 5 seconds at tier 3. Or it could be 10 seconds. Either way, 50% of your charges. So imagine you fully deplete your med kit, you fully deplete your flashlight or your toolbox, and then you have this perk active and you get 50% of your charges back. So you can use that for a very long time. It's a pretty insane perk. I think a lot of flashlight gamers are probably going to want to use this because once they're out of their flashlight, then they feel kind of useless, you know? So now they can get 50% of their flashlight back. That's pretty useful. So pretty interesting perks coming out of Felix here. I don't know. Do you guys like this new survivor? I think ultimately he doesn't have the Quentin face syndrome. You know, he's got a nice looking face. You know, not my type per se, but you know, I think a lot of people will be happy with his design, and I do like his aesthetic with his nice suit and everything. But yeah, I really want to jump into a killer game. So I actually have 760k saved on PTB, it looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and level him up really quick, and I'll see if I can't get a pub game because I really want to try in a public match and see how his power works. Wish me luck. Alright, looks like we just got our first lobby on PTB. It does take quite some time to find a lobby, so you know, I'm excited to finally jump into our first game. I decided to go with a totem build to test out this new Undying perk. So we're just doing Barbecue, Devour Hope, Ruin, Undying. So that's 3 3 totems, so basically, as long as they don't get undying, if they break either Devour or Ruin, they have 2 chances to respawn on dulls. So basically, second lives, hopefully, for both of them. For add-ons, I'm just using increased speed at which rush tokens regenerate and increases turn rate while rushing. I have no idea how this is going. I have not tested his ability at all. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'm probably gonna get destroyed here, but we'll have some fun testing it out together. So here we go. Okay, it looks like we're loading into Temple of Purgation. I don't think this map had a graphics rework. It did not. So it is the same, but we'll be able to still test out the abilities. Oh my god. What? Okay, I have no idea how to work this, so it's gonna be a very interesting time here. Let's see. Oh, you have to keep pressing it. It's M2. It feels so stupid. So you get 5 chances, it seems like, to jump into things, and then it actually goes on cooldown. But they are coming, the charges are coming back pretty fast, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this power. I can't even do anything! I couldn't go in a straight line! Oh, we're just M1ing. We're just M1ing, brother. Somebody DC'd. Oof. Why? Why would you DC? Alright, we're getting our first hook. Hey! Fuck out of my fucking thing. Oh my god! You just get stuck. You just get stuck on things. I hate it. I actually think this is gonna be so hard to use. What's she doing? Oh! Okay, she's making me feel like a noob. I feel like I should be able to hit these swings. Yeah, I was gonna say, you better throw that. So this guy already went into struggle. I don't know what the ranks are on this. I can't hit her! Oh my god, yeah, I don't know how useful the power is. It's so hard to control. I was trying to rush to her. I'm just like a M1 killer right now. I don't know. It's very difficult to control and understand what's happening. Okay, let's see if anybody snuck back in the back of the map here. They just did do a generator. Oh, I think I heard somebody healing. Yeah. This animation's kind of interesting. He first, like, fists it. Oh, you have to bump into something to change directions. So I'm actually seeing his aura there because of my totem. Stunned me out of it. I was wondering if it was like demo where I could like dash through it and break the pallet. That would have been cool. Wait, where did he go? Did he go inside? How did I just lose him? What? Where did he go? Man's a wizard. Oh, I could see him. Wow, that's actually really useful. Look, you could see him on the totem. Oh my god, this perk is gonna be insane. I really want to try to use my ability. This guy is just throwing every pallet. Yikes. Yeah, it's like almost not enough charges. Like if it was like unlimited charges to bump into things, so you could actually orient yourself since you can't move your directions, then maybe it would be useful. But right now I just feel like it's so clunky and unnecessary. And you can't even go through pallets with it. So yeah, once he throws a pallet, I have to stop my dash. Oh, I don't know, guys. My first impressions of this killer are not too great. I mean, it is my first game, but I don't know. The power doesn't seem very fun to use, does it? Every time they go in Shaq, I'm losing them. And I don't understand what he's doing to lose me. Like, his scratch marks just ended both times. I don't know if there's a bug right now with Shaq. Like, literally, he's just gone. No idea where he went. Okay. It's just a ping pong ball. Oh, I actually didn't see him. Okay, so they got, what, D-Hope? The D-Hope is actually gone. I don't think it regenerated, so they might have done dull totems, and so it had nowhere to respawn in. Seems like that's what's happening here. Dude, this new, oh, it's a Steve sounds. I was gonna say, the Steve is really loud. Listen to how loud he is. Hello. I think I just heard her. Of course there's a pallet there. I think I actually could have hit her. Oh my god, this power is so difficult to use, man. It's not, like, noob friendly at all. What the fuck? It's horrible. I get, like, no movement every time I hit something. Oh my god! I swear his lunge is lower than most killers. Like, I'm having a hard time hitting basic swings. Oh, you can't move! So yeah, the way that you turned was actually the perfect counter because I had nothing to bump into. And I can't turn until I bump into something. It's really kind of gross. I don't like it at all. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of the power. I think his perks are going to be really, really good, but I'm just the killer itself. Oof. I don't know, guys. I'm definitely going to give him some more chances here, but just first impressions, like, are not good. I hear Steve, so I'm trying to turn back. I know it's not Steve, but it's Steve's sound animations. Okay, he just DC'd for Hatch. Nice. DCing on PTB, by the way. He's this way. I don't know. I got almost no use out of his power. In fact, I actually was getting hurt by using my power because it stopped me from just getting a regular M1. It's also not very like good for traversing the map, so you can't use it for mobility so much. I mean, a little bit, I guess, but I don't know. Very interesting killer. I don't know if he's gonna be too much fun to play, but you know, we'll have to keep trying and testing him out. What are your guys' first impression of the new killer? Have you got a chance to play him yet? Let me know in the comments below how your guys' first games go and what you guys think of this new killer. I think he's pretty interesting. I love the new perks, but you know, I don't know about the actual the ping pong killer, the Blight ping pong. Pretty interesting though. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. We're on our way to 10K subscribers. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day. Have fun on PTB. Bye guys.